Well, this hat I bought at Goodwill for $8.99. I don't think it had ever been worn. It seemed to have the real tag still on it, but it's a little big for me. So I put on the gray wig I bought at Goodwill, which gives it a little more uh, something to grab hold of. I have a lavender wig, and I hunted it. Uh, Standing on my head in the wig drawer, trying to find it this morning. I finally said, the gray's going to be okay, but I do have a lavender wig, and I thought it would be cute, today. But I yesterday I redid my closet. I hung all the short stuff in one closet, the blouses, the tops, and then I put two big containers of 3 drawers each that I bought at Walmart for $20 a piece, 21 something. And you should have seen me at trying to get out of Walmart with that stuff. I finally had to ask him for somebody to help me, and I tipped him. But it's hard to shop by yourself. Anyway, I bought those. They had 3 drawers each, and I put them under the short clothes. And I put scarves and stuff like that in one and wigs in the other. And yes, I have that many wigs and hair pieces because if you remember, I had a friend years ago in the wig business, and she gave me lots of things. and I still have them because I use them, as you can see, occasionally. Last night at choir, I heard two ladies discussing what their mothers or grandmothers had said to them. And I thought it was interesting because their grandmothers had both said to them, if you want anything done right, do it yourself. And I thought, well, there's a lot of truth in that, but there's also this. I cannot I can't fly a plane. I can't play a violin. I'm not going to run a submarine. There's a lot of stuff that I have no clue about. I cannot do. And so I would not say under those conditions, if you want it done right, do it yourself. If you want it done right, sometimes you got to seek out a professional or somebody that's had a lot of experience, even though they've never been paid for it. The word professional normally in our culture means a person that's paid for what they do. Well, a lot of people that are smart that have never been paid for what they do. And some of them that are paid for what they do don't know what they're doing. I was talking to my son Lauren last night, and he said that he had paid 3 people to clean a white couch, and none of them had succeeded, including, the steamer people. And so he took the cushions off, the slip covers off the cushion, and took them to the laundromat, and then he bought some of that foam soap, and he cleaned it himself, and he said, that worked for me. If you want anything done right, do it yourself. That too, that can be true. But it is also true that sometimes we need big time help. And, it is hard when you're old to ask for help. It's hard when you're young, if you have a certain personality, to ask for help because you feel that you're capable of doing something yourself. And you don't want to ask for help. Well, yesterday I was about to put my leopard robe and a red kind of a long sweater, gilet, I think they call them, in the washing machine. And my helper said, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I said, it's my robe, my sweater, my washing machine. I'm going to do it. And I put them both in there. It was very mean. But what I was trying to say was, I've done this a while. I've washed both these things at least 20 times. There's not going to be any lint from one to the other or any fade from one to the other. We've already been there and done that. I've washed them separately, in the beginning, but now they're fine. You have to remember when you're old that You don't want to be mean to people, and you don't want to say things that sound as if you know everything there is to know. I don't, but I had watched those things a lot, and I knew that what they would do, and they came out perfectly. There was no lint on anything, and the robe had long since given up all its lint. Well, God gives us all different gifts and different personalities, and sometimes when we think we know all there is to know about something, and we are judging somebody else about what they might know or not know, we're doing something against the Scripture. Scripture says, judge not, lest you in the same way get judged back. That's my take on it. So be careful. If you're old, be careful how you talk to others. I'm ashamed of that, and I apologized. Sounded like a mean old biddy. And be aware of the fact, you younger people, be aware of the fact that we have been there and done that a long time. God bless you today.